What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Saturday tournament. I know we haven't done these in a really long time, but Nationals is what 1, 2, 3 weeks away, and I'm gonna start doing Saturday tournaments to help people prepare for Nationals. And I'm gonna go over the decks I think are some of the best plays for Nationals. And I think for the first Saturday we are going to cover the Wailord-EX deck. Hold on a second. I just realized something. We don't have the right Wailord in. Forgot we have full art Wailords, so let's put the full art Wailords in instead. I forgot there was full art Wailords, so there we go. But there is going to be the Wailord deck. We've covered this before. It states I did get 9th place with it, unfortunately. But this deck has a lot of good matchups. Now, the downside of this deck is it does kind of have a bad Greninja match, which is really big right now. They can use like double Water Shuriken, put a lot of pressure on, keep constantly hitting you for a bunch of damage, and it's going to be hard for you to take the game. But it still is winnable. You can beat Vesicule Vileplume because you sent out Aegislash, which has a Mighty Shield. So let's go over the deck first. So the deck is, Wailord-EX. It has 250 HP, giant HP Pokemon. It's not getting knocked out. Like, Night March can't knock it out. A lot of Pokemon cannot knock out this Wailord-EX, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to deck out our opponents, and that is going to be the plan with this deck. Now, there are some things to help us. The first thing, like I said, is Aegislash. Aegislash has this Mighty Shield ability. It cannot be hurt by Pokemon that have special energies attached to it, which is great. It's fantastic. And Vesicule Vileplume, they only play DCs. Really, none of them play Silent Labs, so you can just put an Aegislash in the front, and you kind of just win, which is amazing. So it's auto wins against your Vesicule Vileplume. It does help you out a little bit more against Night March because they have to Hex to attack your Aegislash, which is nice. The deck plays one Giratina-EX. This is mainly for Mega Manectric. Now, they could attack you with regular Manectric, but that only does 60 damage unless they put a head ring on you, which they could hit you for 120. But Renegade Pulse has it where it makes it not hurt by Mega Evolutions. Now, I've been contemplating cutting the Giratina for other cards, but right now it's still in the deck. It still seems really good. One Lugia-EX, and Lugia is for the Arrow Ball. This attack does 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to both active Pokemon. If your opponent goes crazy with an Yveltal-EX, puts like a ton of energy on it, you could take a knockout Lugia. Or maybe your opponent's being like really, I don't know, smart, like they only have one Pokemon in the active spot with a bunch of energy, so that way you can't Team Flare on all their energies away. You could go for an Air Ball to knock out their only Pokemon to play. You could go for a Deep Hurricane as well, since we do play 2 DCEs. Maybe knock out some Pokemon as well. It's just really good if your opponent goes crazy with the Yveltal-EX. If they have one Yveltal-EX with a ton of energy, they usually just win, and you can't do anything, so Lugia is for that. The deck does play one Bunnelby because we're going to try to go for the double Burrow to discard the top card of your opponent's deck twice. It does have the Barrage trait, which can attack twice, which is really nice. And one Durant. Durant has this really cool attack, Chip Off. Discard cards from your opponent's hand at random until they have 4 cards left in their hand. For the most part, your opponent's probably going to hold their hand forever, have a big hand size, and then play like an N to put their hand back down. But if you have a good chip-off time, you can maybe make it wear their hand. You discard a bunch of stuff before they play it in, which could be really nice. And that's all the Pokemon in the deck for Wailord, and then some techie Pokemon. The Bunnelby you might want to play 2 of. The Burrow is just amazing. That's how you're going to win most of your games. In the late games, you use Bunnelby, just burrow your opponent's deck out. There we go. The deck plays 3 Enhanced Hammer, discard special energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon. This is really good because Night March is one of the biggest decks in the format. 1 Heavy Ball to search for Pokemon at the retreat cost of 3 or more. This can get you Wailord, Aegislash, Giratina, and yep, just those 3 guys, but mainly for Wailord, you get Skyla or a Heavy Ball to get out a Wailord, which is really nice. For Max Potion, you heal all damage from one of your Pokemon, then discard all energy attached to it, but we're not attaching any energies to our Wailord. We're just keeping it alive forever, and Max Potion will help that out for sure. For Puzzle Time, to reuse any 2 cards in our discard pile, because we don't play any discard cards. If you notice, we play 3 Shauna, nothing else, no Sycamore, no Ultra Balls. So we're never going to discard Puzzle Time, which is really nice. 2 Trick Shovels, and that's how we're going to kind of deck out our opponent. The combination of Bunnelby, Trick Shovel, and Puzzle Time is really great because you can do 2 Trick Shovel, another 2 Puzzle Time, another 2 Puzzle Time for 6, and a double Burrow with Bunnelby for 8 cards, which is really nice, and you could win the game. Every opponent has 8 cards left in their deck. For VS Seeker to reuse any supporter cards, which is always really nice. For AZ, put 1 Pokemon back into your hand, discard all cards attached to that Pokemon. For Cassius, shuffle 1 Pokemon and all cards to it, attached to it into your deck. Both of these are going to heal your Wailord to keep him alive forever. 2 Lysandre to bring a Pokemon off the bench so that way we can stall them out. 3 Pokemon Fan Club. I've been contemplating cutting a 3rd one, but against Vesically Vileplume, you need to draw Fan Club ASAP to search for 2 basic Pokemon, and for the most part, you're just going to grab an Aegislash, put that down, and probably AZ up your Wailord or whoever you start with. 3 Shauna. I know a lot of people know I hate Shauna. I have purposely torn Shauna's in half, but Shauna is needed in this deck because you don't want to discard cards. You don't want to give your opponent a new hand within. You could play Birch, but we are playing Shauna the guaranteed. The 5 Birch, we can easily play Birch. But I mean, the list I use to play Shauna, we'll have Shauna just a little bit of light just for today. 2 Skyla, search for any training card in your hand, and this is really nice because let's say you have a Puzzle Time, you get Skyla for another Puzzle Time to get like a Max Potion or something, and maybe an Enhanced Hammer, maybe a Trick Shovel, which is really nice. 3 Team Flare Gun. This is how we're going to discard energies off our opponent. Discard energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Now we could play Crushing Hammers. That is really nice. You can make some cuts, like maybe go to 2 Enhanced Hammer, maybe 3 Max Potions or something, I don't know, to put some Crushing Hammers to discard any energies in play. Team Rocket's Handiwork, which is new for this deck. Team Rocket's Handiwork, flip 2 coins for each head, discard 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck. So, if you can get really lucky, flip double heads, you can discard 4 cards off the top of your opponent's deck. Combine this with Trick Shovel and Bunnelby. You can discard a bunch in one turn. Let's see, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You have the potential to discard 12 cards in one turn if you flip double heads, have double Trick Shovel, have 4 Puzzle Times, and a Bunnelby in your hand, which is really nice. 2 Xerosic, discard any special energy or tool in play, including your opponent. For the most part, you want to discard like tools, like Flowstones, so that way you can Lysandre up like somebody like a Hoopa, keep it stuck in the active spot, and probably just win that way. 4 Rough Seas to heal your water Pokemon by 30 HP, which is really nice. We're just trying to keep our Wailord alive forever. 3 Heart Charm to make your opponent does 20 less damage when they attack you. You could play Fighting Fury to give him plus 40, but Heart Charm is nice because it's minus 20 every single turn, while the Fighting Fury is just that plus 40 for that turn, and 2 DCE, which is needed for the Arrow Ball, needed for the Bunnelby, and needed for the Aegislash. Also, Bunnelby has a 2 retreat cost, which is kind of heavy, so the DC could help you out. And that is the Wailord deck. Now, if you are new to the Saturday tournament, what we do is we play 3 games with this deck, and we're going to see what happens. Can we win a tournament with the Wailord deck or not? That is the main question. Is it good enough or not? We're going to find out this week on Saturday tournament, and we'll see what happens next Saturday. We'll see what kind of decks we play and what deck I think is good for Nationals. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I know this is just the introduction. In the next 3 videos, you'll see Game 1, Game 2, and 3. Thanks for watching. Have a great Saturday. Alrighty. Bye. Alright guys, just want to give a quick shout out to our 2 sponsors, 60 Cards and Yeti Gaming. The links are down below to their websites. Make sure you go check them out. Alrighty.